More mass shootings. This obviously is just something that's never going to end. Doesn't matter what they do. You know, they did put a ban on assault rifles in a lot of places, and yet here we go again, another AR-15 shooting.
Terrible, terrible situation.
And of course, you know, people are going to say, oh, it wasn't the gun, it was the shooter. You know, I mean, well, it was pretty easy for this guy to get this gun. I mean, he claims,
AR-15.
Yeah, he claims that he was a terrorist? That he claimed that he was a terrorist, the guy that shot everybody
The
in Colorado.
Yeah, the Colorado dude.
And
he
it was like, okay, regardless if he was a terrorist, it was pretty easy for him to get that machine gun.
I agree. I find it weird in a lot of these mass shootings, all these people have AR-15s. Like, how the hell are they getting a hold of this?
Now, I know it's not really relevant to the situation, but it's like awfully funny. This guy is like an Islamic terrorist because he proclaimed that he's self-proclaimed. And it's like, oh, but that's funny. I thought people said that only white people do mass shootings.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
well,
this one time in Columbine, but it's mostly white people that do it. It's a fact.
Not just white people.
But most mass shootings are white people, is it not, though?
No, there's a lot of terrorists that do shootings, too.
Top flight. If I pull up every mass shooting in the United States, I guarantee you 85% of it is white people. You... Really? Statistically? You wanna dodge that? You wanna go there, bro?
No. It's not just white people that do mass shootings.
When have you seen a black person do it, though? Nah, pull it, like tell me. When have you seen a black person do it?
There's only black serial killers, not mass shooters.
There's not a lot of black serial killers. How many black Jeffrey Dahmers have we had? Come on, bro. Come on. No, we haven't.
There's a lot of Leon Spinks out there.
Man. The world is a little bit black and white, but when it comes to that type of stuff, it's mostly a white man.
Well, anyway, I know with that shooting in Colorado, they'll refer to it as a racial thing.
But hold on, which one, the Columbine?
No, this recent
Colorado. Well, they said because the dude had a bad day. I'm like, well, shit. Should have ate some cheesecake. But I'm just saying though, like, not to make a joke out the situation, but you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, obviously, okay, this is obviously something that's not going to change.
No, it's not.
Even with the modern changes that we have, all the things that we have nowadays, there's still mass shooting.
Exactly, and the president's talking about gun control laws. I'm like,
it's not about gun control.
That's not going to matter. It's not going to change it. And you know, it's funny, I read somewhere...
Whenever they ban something, it's even more available.
And you know, it's funny, I read somewhere they was talking about, well, let them just go in people's houses and take it. I'm like, yeah, do that. That's the only way. That is the only way.
There will still be guns underground.
No, it won't.
No, it'll be smuggled in here, just like when they banned alcohol.
That may be fine.
Back in the Prohibition.
But if they go in everybody's house, then there we go.
They'll still never find anything. There's so many people in this country.
That may be true.
Plus, there's so many unregistered people in this country.
That may be true.
They will never get rid of all the guns. Never.
If they go in everybody's house.
Now, there's other countries where, yes, they get away with that because of the fact that the penalties are so harsh for getting caught with a gun that they just don't do it. They just don't carry guns.
They can do that, Top Flight.
But they haven't. They could just increase the jail sentences. Trust me, if you got life in prison just for getting caught with a handgun,
right?
Chances are you wouldn't carry one.
I mean,
if you knew you was going to do it in life. I mean, the rest of your life in prison.
I mean, if you knew you'd go to jail for life for killing somebody, would you do? I mean,
but it'll you know, with the people nowadays, especially, you know, like some of our listeners out there, they're gonna just break it down to, this is just yet again another example of the government wanting to take something away from us. No.
But I feel like if they just went in our houses and did it, that'd solve it.
Yeah, I mean, well...
Where else you going to put it?
Well, the criminals are always going to get their stuff.
If they take all the guns away, if they went in everybody's shit, and searched and found the shit and got rid of it, what do you mean? How would they still be able to bring it back
over
out?
the border? Just like how they get all the drugs in here.
It'd be a lot harder for them to do that top flight.
They will, but they'll still get them.
It's not going to get all across America, the guns back in the neighborhoods. No, it's not.
We still have militias. They're protected under the law.
Yeah.
And they're just citizens.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They're not going to take their guns away.
That's the militia.
They're not going to take the army.
We're talking about American
the military.
citizens. We're talking about American citizens.
They're not going to take all. They're not.
But
it's not
we're
gonna
talking
happen.
about American citizens.
Yes.
Talking about military.
Well, American citizens, it's never going to happen. They're never going to take all the guns away.
Yeah, if they do that, that'd be the only way. That would be the only way. Because this gun control, gun reform is not going to work.
Nope.
All we doing is having the same conversation.
You can still go to a gun show and get an M16. Like, come on.
I'm like, this is BS. Oh, let's make it stricter to get a gun. That's not going to matter.
Nope.
Nothing.
And plus all they really did was, all they added to it was they extended the wait times longer to get a handgun, and they have added, now you have to take a psychological test to get one.
I mean,
even with that, there's some extremely smart people out there that can pass those tests.
Exactly.
And get those guns.
Shit, I'm walking past a serial killer every day and don't even know it. But hey, whatever. But I mean, I just really, my condolences go out to the people that got killed.
Yep.
And I don't think that's a joke. And really, you know, we're not making jokes out of that. We're just trying to make light of
just making jokes out of the system.
Yeah, making light of a shitty situation. But, you know, this is the Modern Tales family. Modern Tales podcast, and that was just our interpretation and opinion.
Oh, yeah, we definitely probably have fans out there that have guns, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, we all can have different views and debate it and all that. I mean, trust me, you're gonna see a lot more on this channel with the stuff we talk about. Trust me, we don't always agree on everything, but that's what's good about the world.
Like, you don't need an Uzi to protect your family.
No, you don't.
That's a little bit of overkill. But but that's a different subject for a different time. But
yeah, exactly.
Anyway, yes, I know your opinions on it, but yeah, I definitely think that they'll never be able to take all our guns away.
Yeah, I mean,
not in this country anyway.
I mean, we'll see.
It works in other countries, but not here.
I mean, we didn't have guns like that back in the day. What was they using? So what's different?
No, but they originated that freedom. So that way, if we were invaded like we were before by the British, if we were invaded, we have the legal right to have arms. We have the legal right to have guns.
I hate to say it, but rules are meant to be broken.
We're not being invaded nowadays, are we?
But rules are meant to be broken. So, I mean, I hate to say that, but I mean, shit, you know how many laws been broke? That ain't no different. That is no different. But hey, I mean, you're right, though. That's something that may never change. We'll see.
But yeah, definitely let us know what you guys think about it.
Exactly.
Because that's what matters most to us.
Mm-hmm.
So let us know, and we'll hit you up on next week's podcast.
Peace.